Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Scoreboard Keepers. I am your host, the Ref, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Scoreboard Keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard Keepers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Scoreboard Keepers, where we give you the latest in sports, hip-hop, and hot topics. And before we get rolling, we're going to get the clock started. It should only take us 10 minutes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know we cover all things here, so I would like to welcome you to the Scoreboard Keepers, where we break down the intense matchups between whoever, whether it's on the field or in the studio, or in today's case, on the global stage. I'm your host, the Ref, and we're going to dive into this high-stakes ceasefire talks between two of the world's most polarizing figures. Who could that be? Take one guess. You guessed it. Donald Trump. Who's the other? Vladimir Putin. So buckle up, man. It's going to be a crazy ride. It could possibly be this, or it could possibly be this. Yeah, go figure. So let's set the scene, man. Listen, Geneva, Switzerland. It's supposed to be a neutral ground, okay? But let's be honest, there's nothing neutral about it that's going on. This meeting, on one side, you got Trump, the self-proclaimed master of the art of the deal, probably sipping on a Diet Coke or something, and probably thinking about how to turn this whole meeting into a reality TV show. On the other hand, you got Putin, the stoic chess master, calculating. And guess what? Ex-KGB member. So he probably sitting over there, thinking about all his chess moves in a game of 4D chess. So the stakes, it's just the fate of Ukraine, and global peace. Stop it. Now let's talk what strategies you think these two guys are going to use. Trump, he going to come out hot as always with the signature bravado. Okay, let's make America great again. But I don't think Putin going to buy into that too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not having that. He don't really care too much about America anyway, but he acts like he does, but I don't think he really does. You know what I mean? He may act like he's friends with Donald Trump, but behind the scenes, he probably talks bad about it. He's probably like a bad neighbor. You know what I mean? He's probably really like a bad neighbor. They speak to you, they come by and say hi to you, but when they get in the house, they really talking about you behind your back. It's possible. Just bad neighbors we're talking about. Not all neighbors. There are some good neighbors out there, but not all neighbors.
Homeowner fights crazy neighbor's office yard with a garden hose.
I have a question. When y'all got out of the car the other day, and my old man was right here, why was y'all being rude? Because that right there made him cry all motherfucking night.
Rude about what?
Laughing at him.
You know what I mean? Most people stay to themselves and mind their own business, to be honest with you. So you got, and then you got, Vladimir Putin. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he is not going to be playing around. He's coming there. He wants something. It's those minerals in Ukraine, and he's not backing down. He understands he doesn't want any military in that region. He has a goal. It's the largest minerals resource in the world. So I don't think he's going to take too kindly having foreigners to him on that soil and fighting him for the reserves and the minerals that he wants. Okay, it's a whole lot of things over there. Things that power your lithium batteries, things that build certain type of military ships and airplanes. It's a rich mineral resource over there that it's going to take war, okay, in order for somebody to acquire it. It's as simple as that. The funny thing is, it's right near the water. So whoever gets it, whoever occupies that territory, they'll be able to haul those minerals out by ships, by water. Okay, I mean, you'll be able to take that stuff right out of the back door, man. I'm telling you. And whoever controls it, is probably going to be the powerhouse of the world soon. Because I mean, those mineral resources are worth trillions of dollars. And when I say trillions, I mean trillions. You know what I mean? So, you know, as far as you know, Trump going over there and trying to be himself and trying to act like they're friends. Like I know Putin didn't give him a phone call when he got elected as president, so I don't think that's going to work too well. But you know, Putin will probably be sitting there stone faced, probably thinking this guy has no idea what he's up against, and I can believe that. You know what I mean? But here's the thing: these talks aren't just about two leaders hashing it out. They're about power, ego, and the art of negotiation also. It's like a high-stakes poker game, and both players are holding their cards close to their chest. Believe me when I tell you, they don't want to show anybody anything. Okay? You got that whole card shuffle going on. Card Monte, you know what I mean? Now let's break it down. Trump's approach is all about the big picture. He's throwing out ideas left and right. Split Ukraine 50-50, build a Trump Tower in Kiev, maybe even host a golf tournament to decide the winner. It's bold, it's brash, and it's so Trump, okay? Putin, on the other hand, is playing a long game. He's not interested in flashy deals or quick wins. He wants guarantees, security for Russia, recognition of his power for sure, and let's be real, a chance to flex it on a world stage. What better opponent to do that against than the United States of America? You know what I mean? Because he's obviously not afraid to fight. Okay? Yes, he's not afraid to fight, and neither is America. So you could be having a very, very serious problem there. But here's where it gets interesting. You know what I mean? Both leaders know they need each other. Trump wants to win to boast his legacy, and Putin wants to solidify his position. It's a classic case of mutual dependence, but with a twist, because neither one is willing to back down, and that's what makes this so dangerous. Neither one of them are willing to back down at all from one another, okay? So what's the end game here? Well, that's the billion-dollar question. Will they find common ground, or will this turn into yet another stalemate? Because only time can tell. We know that Vladimir Zelensky said that Putin has broke 25 ceasefires over the years throughout different terms and throughout different American president terms, that he's broken over 20 some ceasefires. But here's the takeaway, folks. These talks were just not about Trump and Putin. They're about the world we live in, and a world where power dynamics are constantly shifting, where egos clash, and where the stakes could be at an all-time high. And you know what that means, especially today. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's fighting, and I wish it would stop soon, to be honest with you, because it's not getting anybody anywhere. And most importantly, the people in Ukraine. Okay, that's what this is all about. You know what I mean? The fighting needs to stop. There's people over there that's going through a lot right now. Families that's going through a lot right now. People that's being displaced. Nobody wants war. Everybody wants peace. It would be nice if everybody could settle down, and just everybody just get along. Okay, hash these things out. I'm pretty sure there's enough of. At the end of the day, this is all coming down to money. And I'm pretty sure it's enough of that for everybody. It's enough of those resources over there for everybody. It's just all about who's going to be in control. At the end of the day, this is like kids fighting in the sandbox. That's what it's like. It's like kids fighting at the sandbox at the end of the day. Because when male egos get involved in things like this, it's no longer about maturity. It's about something else other than everybody else getting along. Why should millions of people have to be subjected to a few men's egos? Why should everybody else be suffering just because a few men don't get along? It's power in numbers. And those numbers should speak louder than individuals. Even if you're elected, if a person elects you to put you in that position and you can't get over your personal problems, your personal egos, the mass should speak. The mass should have a say so. They should not have to worry about being innocent people. Innocent people should not be hurt in this type of situation. If I say I don't want to have anything to do with you, then leave me be. Leave me be. If I don't want to deal with you, if I don't want you here, leave me be. We don't let strangers inside of our households, do we? No. So if we don't want you there, then you should leave. If people don't want to deal with you, then you should leave. So at the end of the day, this comes down to just people being able to get along at the end of the day. And God is going to sort all this out in the end anyway. So in the very least, that's what's going to happen at the very end. God's going to sort it all out. So whatever's going on over there, I pray that everybody finds peace. I pray that everybody's safe. And before we leave, we want to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, not just any God, but the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that God, because that's the God we serve. And I pray that these guys are able to work out a ceasefire and that everybody can come out of this healthy, safe, and prosperous, because that's what it's all coming down to at the end of the day. We all know that nobody's doing all this fighting without some type of financial benefit to it. And as you can see, the clock has struck 0. And that's going to conclude this episode of the Scoreboard Keepers, ladies and gentlemen.
Beat Street, the king of the beat. I said I'm rocking that beat from across the street. Beat Street, the king of the beat. I said I'm rocking that beat from across the street. Beat Street, the king of the beat. I said I'm rocking that beat from across the street. Beat Street is a lesson too. So don't let the street beat you.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below on what you think about this Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump meeting in Geneva. And let us know how you feel about it. Leave your comments below, okay? And share the video also. We'll see you on the next episode of Scoreboard Keeper. So until then, score. God bless.